Hi. What is your name? I'm wondering. I wanna know. I wanna know you. So what is your name? Okay, despite of you being more than the person, you know what the person is? The person is the holder of the name that you have. Now, some people would probably say about this permission and this nosiness that I was talking about. You see, all this whole video is gonna be the conclusion of the image and the elaboration on what I meant by permission of going somewhere, doing something, attaining something, because it's all connected. And how it is connected, you'll see. It's surprisingly well, surprisingly complex and complicated, and yet at the same moment very simple. Many people talk about the matrix as type of cage, you know, where you're trapped. It's a cage it has walls of illusion, and that's why you kinda are unable or incapable of finding the key to the door of the exit from that cage. So the walls do not exist. You imagine that they exist. That's what the matrix would be, and you imprisoning yourself with those illusions and with that imagination, with those images. Now, what is your name is the person that was constructed and manifested to be here on this earth for a certain task. That's why it is limited in many ways. And it is not because of the matrix itself, but because of the task inside, within the matrix or matrices, because it's so many of you. So it's for the purpose of the task within it or without it, however you want it, however you imagine it. So that's why you had been constructed. You. I don't know what's your name. I still do not know your name, because it's so many of you. I know some names of some of you. So you see, those are the persons, the personalities that are being built and manifested in this world. How you can see that person, how you can see that individual as being a part of you, of the bigger or like deeper or the more overwhelming you. But let's stay on the focus of this one, the one you can see as this physical body, as this physical image, as this type of face, the arms, the legs, you know, the heart, the lungs, you know, the brain. You know, what is that person? Why is this person here? Is it really just to escape out of here, to find that key and escape? Is it really only because of that? And even if it's there only because of that, how will you find the key if you do not understand images? Images that you imagine, images that are here, that are being sold to you every moment. How will you find the key? How? And how will you understand and actually live the person that you came here as? How? If you do not understand these things right in front of you, how will you find the way out? And why would you be looking for the way out when actually the way out is the way of the things right in front of you. That's the way out, right there, right in front of you. You don't have to go beyond any of that stuff. Just what is right in front of you is the key. That's the key. And why would you try to be something different than that person? Why would you try to escape from it if the purpose of constructing that person, which you actually had a lot to do with it, why would you now abandon that person? Why would you now degrade that person or degrade its importance of being the way it is and of being right here, right now, at the same moment, at the same place, in the exact place where you stand, or where you sit, or where you actually sitting, standing, thinking, existing? Of course there's much more to you, but you think you can just jump to that much more, or you think there are certain steps, and that's for the certain steps there are certain permissions or standards. Because when you constructed yourself, or when you agreed for yourself to be constructed this certain way, you agreed to a certain task. It's like you can imagine a soldier. A soldier is assigned to a certain task. And now, once it is on the battlefield, and you are now on the battlefield with yourself, you have no more choice, you have no more option to change it. Because you agreed to the certain version, to the certain edition, and now you're having it, now you're living it. So now at the sudden you want to change it, now at the sudden you want to use your imagination to create something different. Is that maybe the way of escaping yourself? Is that maybe the way of escaping your responsibility as at the beginning accepting it, and now because it seems harder than it was in your imagination, because it's in the world, in the solid world, now you want to escape it? You want to now just run away from it, find the key as soon as possible, so to jump over all these things that are the key. So that's where the issue of images, or I would say now the messages on image series, that's where they end. With this, that I said in a few videos even before, or in particular in one video, I think it's a video called Who Is You? I said that you're being bombarded by all these images, that I actually even described some of the examples, and you're being directed towards certain things that are deceiving you as portraying happiness or promising you happiness, okay? Now that's why a lot of you forgot what was the agreement for the soldier in the battlefield. And that's why now you're being completely misled. Not by someone else, you know what I mean? You're being misled by yourself, away from yourself, which is kind of like difficult, right? It's impossible. Exactly, it's impossible. That's why you have to create an illusion, you see? Because there is no way you can go away from yourself. Now, but through all these illusions, you built prisons, and now you went away from yourself through this, actually isolating yourself from yourself artificially. That's why be in peace and remove yourself sometimes away from these artificial environments of your own, so that you could hear yourself and really remember what was your assignment.